Sit back, strap in, and get ready for After Hours with TC Restani. This is Abigail Harwich, executive producer, welcoming you to the show. And now, TC Restani!
Welcome to the After Hours of TC Restani, the podcast. I'm TC Restani, and then from the palatial podcast penthouse here at Restani Productions. And I'm here for another fun-filled episode of After Hours, and I'm going to round the horn right now and introduce my esteemed panel of experts. On my immediate left, the milkman himself, the one and the only Quincy Briscoe.
And what's up with you guys tonight?
Nothing, man. Just trying to beat the heat.
Trying to beat the heat, man.
It's about all you can do. Yeah, just beat the heat, drink plenty of cold beverages and hot beverages when you need them.
Well, who would drink hot beverages during a hot summer day?
It's a good question.
Whoever likes hot coffee and hot chocolate.
But that doesn't cool you down.
Then they have like
in the middle of the winter and it's 25 degrees below zero, no one's going to go, you know what I really like now is an ice cold Kool-Aid.
Yeah. A lot of idiots drink iced coffee.
I hear.
Oh, the noise is back.
The noise has returned.
Is that like a little elf that lives in your mouth?
You hold that thought because I got to introduce over here my mentor, the one and the only, the birthday boy himself.
Thank you. Well,
Ricky Bittman.
I haven't turned 60 yet. If I die before midnight, that means I didn't make it.
But by the time this airs, you will be 60.
Well, like I said, if I die before midnight, that means I didn't.
Somewhere in the world right now, it is the 18th of July.
Okay, you're right.
So
that's true. In Australia, I'm 60.
So technically, you already turned 60 over there.
Screw you, mate.
So what's it like being 6-0?
That's a great question. I really wasn't getting too philosophical just until today. I was like, damn, that's a long time.
Well, you know what? You're not the oldest on the panel.
That's true, and I usually am.
Quincy Briscoe over there, who is what? Going to be 63? Two this year. It'll be 62 in October.
We're very close in age. We have a lot of the same interests.
Yeah.
Music and entertainment.
It is unbelievable.
But, looking back at the 60 years, I always tell this quick story about my mother. I was 10 pounds when I was born, which back in 1965 was considered very unusual.
Wow.
Okay. So when the doctor came in over to the whatever hospital, I think it was St. Margaret's Hospital in Dorchester where I was born, they used to keep all the women in one room. So all the beds were there and all.
Did Bill Cosby run this place?
Just back in the old-fashioned hospitals, probably no equipment hooked up to them. They just had babies. They take the baby, they put it in that room with the window. They put the name on it. Then they just sit the women in bed while they just heal back up. And the priest came in from Notre Dame Academy, and he looked at all the women. My mother used to he did like this with his hand on his chin, and he looks at my mother, who, God bless her, had two black eyes from trying to push me out. He goes, "It's got to be you." Because all anyone was talking on the floor was the big fat baby in the other room right now, the 10-pounder, which, again, back then was not considered very... The girls? Is this the entertainment?
I think there's a production going on in Studio C over there. I think they just came in the wrong door.
Listen, Quincy, if that happens again, I want you to go straighten those people out.
They interrupt your birthing story.
Yeah, my mother and her black eyes. Anyway, well, it's,
Did they question Mr. Bittman?
He was home with my three sisters, right?
Oh, okay.
And my mother, all she would talk about was getting a phone call where my three sisters were crying because they wanted bologna for lunch, and my father fried it.
Oh, wow, that's the best.
Exactly. Like, that's old school, but they didn't think so. They liked the cold bologna on a bulky roll.
Oh, if you had a choice between cold and cooked bologna, every time.
Kids
with
are stupid.
Ketchup and all that other fun stuff.
When I go to Nashville, I always go to Robert's Western Wall and get the fried bologna sandwich.
There you go. So looking back on 60 years, does it feel like 60 years?
No, it doesn't. And I don't feel 60 years old mentally or physically. I'm really not in rough shape for 60 years old. As a matter of fact, last week I did a lot of yard work, and for the couple of days after that, I felt really strong. So, the secret is keeping moving. The problem this week is the heat. I haven't done my usual 3-mile walks every night. And when I don't do that, nothing's working.
It's like the Tin Man. You need to be oiled up.
Exactly. It really, a body at rest will stay at rest. Okay? You got to get out and you got to move,
That's why they say rest in peace.
Exactly. Rest in peace. But
that's right.
I could give anyone out there advice, move. Get up off your ass and move. But like I said, I'm not an anti-heat guy. I like the heat, but you can't walk in this.
No, you can't, no.
No, I'm taking a shower every 5 minutes.
It was like 90 degrees something today, wasn't it?
It was like broiling, and the humidity was high.
I hate the humidity.
Yeah, but
it's not a desert dry heat.
No, I love that desert dry heat. But it looks like it's going to break tomorrow, so I think we'll be back to normal for a while.
So there's your birthday. You don't have to worry about humidity.
Yeah, no, and I don't know what Tasha's got up her sleeve, but she keeps saying...
Hopefully, she doesn't have sleeves on. It's a 90-degree day.
No, she doesn't. She has my T-shirt from the San Diego Zoo on, which is a tank top with a gorilla's face on it. That's her summer wear. That she wears around the house. She wouldn't wear that outside, especially when she has no bra on. She'll kill me.
The summer wind.
The summer wind.
So I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what she has planned because she hasn't contacted anybody down here on the
Which leads me to
program.
believe there is no surprise party, which is fine.
Unless it's at Peter Wu tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
I think we're just doing a small family dinner with just a few people, and that's going to be it.
What are you going to have?
Well, we're going to Prince House on Route 1.
Oh, Prince Pizza.
Yeah, I like it. It's simple.
It's very good.
And it's not that expensive. They're very accommodating.
When we were kids, that's where they had all the baseball banquets.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice place. And I said, listen, let's not go crazy. I don't need a big, giant dinner. Like I said, she took me to see her and Abby put together a beautiful night at the Wang Center, seeing Weird Al Yankovic. And I'm going to tell you, leading up to it, I'm like, was this kind of a stupid thing for a 60-year-old man to want to do? But I'm going to tell you, I was not the oldest man in the crowd by far.
Well, Weird Al 65.
Exactly. The show was absolutely spectacular. I recommend anybody, if you have a chance to see him live, by all means do it. He pulled out all the stops. He must have changed outfits 15 times. He kept the show moving. He had a great opening act, Puddle's Pity Party. If you don't know anything about Puddle's Pity Party, go on YouTube. You'll become a fan, trust me. But the show was just absolutely spectacular.
Did they play any of my favorites?
They played everything, trust me.
One More Minute?
Yes.
Yoda.
Yes.
Okay. I was looking at, maybe you said the Yoda chant?
Yes.
That is 100% a Weird Al creation.
You know what? I learned that at the show.
Okay, because I looked it up. I was like, what the hell is this guy? I was like, is this some fan thing that, that Yoda, someone edited together? And then I read into it. It's just something that Al came up with.
And it is unbelievable because there's so many people on stage. They're all singing absolutely synchronized. I must have misread what I read on Reddit, that it was something to do with the Star Wars lore. But it wasn't. He puts this thing in the middle of YODA Yoda, and you have to see it. You just have to see it to believe it. And
because when I saw Al in 1992, he sang Yoda, but he did not have a chant, and he did not have the American Pie spoof yet, because that would have been 7 years later.
That brought the show down to an end. I mean, C-3PO and R2-D2 came out.
I saw that.
I don't know. Are they part of the 501st?
They are.
Who do they get to put in that 3PO outfit?
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think there's a guy from Connecticut that is the C-3PO dude.
He must weigh 80 pounds. I mean, well, the
R2-D2, that's just a robot. There's no way.
Right, but I'm talking, I mean, there's clearly someone was in 3PO.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But I mean, the suit was beautiful. I mean, it wasn't like one of those ones, those stupid ones you see that are rubber, that just look awful.
Oh, the eyes lit up and everything.
Yeah, it was 100%. Darth Vader came out, all the stormtroopers. You have the obligatory fat stormtrooper, which always makes me laugh. It's the one guy.
It's TK421. He wasn't at his post because he was at the buffet.
So they were all out, and that's how we ended the show. The saga continues, the name of the song, and it just really.
Well, that's the longest song.
Yeah, because it's done to the tune of Don McLean's American Pie.
Which is probably, what is that, like around 7 or 8 minutes long, you think, that song?
I would say between 6 and 7, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anywhere 5, 6, 7 minutes, but...
Oh, my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, but he's just a small fry.
And
He left his home and kissed his mama goodbye.
And say, soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
These are the lyrics of that song. I'm going to be a Jedi.
Drinking whiskey and rye.
Well, yeah, don't forget, Weird Al rewarded just about everything that they've ever done.
That's true.
I think you should write a song about Quincy.
I used to be good at writing song parodies.
Well, maybe you should write one about Quincy and his milk.
Let me think. We'll have to put a song together of that.
Maybe we can get Weird Al to record it.
Gotta put some note. Brainstorm page. Quincy song. See if we can rewrite one.
Unbelievable. So
will we get in trouble with YouTube as long as we just use backing vocals?
I don't think so.
All right.
So you already know my birthday gift to you, which we will go into detail hinting about it. We're not going to let the cat out of the bag like we said last time.
Let's just say the ball is rolling.
The ball is rolling.
I've been in contact with a high-level celebrity.
He is a very high-level celebrity.
Been in a lot of movies.
Been around for 5 decades.
Yes, and he has been in some of the biggest box office draws in America.
Sure. Yeah.
Seriously.
Work with Tom Hanks.
Yes. Oh, you cannot say enough good things about Tom Hanks.
So,
gushes over Tom Hanks.
There we go. We're not going to say anything else.
No, but let's just say the check's in the mail. The ball is rolling, and it could happen as early as 1 week from tonight.
It could.
Yeah.
But they're not going to know that.
Right.
We'll know.
We'll know. That's right.
But they won't know until we announce it.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't get him in here, but we're going to work on that.
Well, he lives in South Carolina.
Yeah, but, he travels around. He goes to his cons and everything. So,
Right.
And I always promised him that if he ever gets up this way.
Kowloon.
That's right.
I understand. Yeah. I heard that.
He'll be taking doggy bags out of that place if I know him. But so fingers crossed this all goes...
Fingers are crossed.
This goes well, and we'll make something happen. And,
Well, I know that you were going to be 100% prepared for this.
oh, absolutely.
As you
I've already
you got the notes ready.
I've got like 4 different sets of notes for different scenarios all played
You're like
out.
the James Lipton of After Hours.
I try. I want to keep it moving. And one thing I noticed when he was on the... Oh, I can't know. I want to give it away.
When he was on...
A certain podcast...
Right.
He was very animated and uplifted because the hosts were that. Another one I listened to, it was just like, well, when you did this and you did that.
You don't want to do that.
No, it's just like he was down.
You want to be like, we are here with one of the greatest
Yeah,
actors
we
of
are
the
so
20th century.
happy.
This
This
guy
is like-
is
this made our
guy's a
day.
legend. He's an icon.
Exactly.
Everybody knows him. We're pleased to bring on the program Mr. Blankety Blank.
See, and I learned from the best. So that's exactly how I'm going to be.
Because some people like to go like the Charlie Rose route.
Oh.
When you were an infant,
Yeah.
what diapers did your mother use?
Exactly.
Who cares?
Didn't he get caught grabbing ass?
I'm sure he did. He's been to the Bohemian Grove, which is going on right now.
Oh, it is. That's right.
It's this week. It's this week.
So-and-so out there.
Well, he didn't even get a job there, so I don't think he's there. But he actually applied for the Bohemian Grove. So this is the Bohemian Grove. The mock sacrifice to Moloch the owl will be going on.
So there's a lot to talk about right now out there.
I guess so.
I mean, Diddy, I'm sure, is a big thing, and there's a Epstein whole deal.
I'm sure Epstein is still there. I mean, he probably lives in
so?
Moloch the owl.
What do you think of that whole thing?
What, Epstein?
Yeah, the list. And everything.
That's about all he says. Like he's a walking question mark.
Wrong Epstein.
Why, how many Epsteins are there?
Well, actually, there's none now because they're both dead.
Some days I could just scoop you up and give you a kiss right on your cheek.
I don't know if this Epstein had his mother write a note, though. Please excuse my son's friends for raping that 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Signed Epstein's list's mother.
Oh, that's a different kind of Epstein.
Yeah. Different one altogether, yeah.
100%, yeah. Juan Epstein has nothing to do with this.
No.
All right, okay.
Juan Epstein would be disgusted. The Sweathogs would be disgusted by this.
I mean, they were clean-cut comedy.
Right, this was not.
This Epstein was not clean
This
cut.
was not clean cut. I think what my take on the Epstein file thing is going on right now. I think that Trump, the puppet master, is working an angle where he's telling, don't look into it, don't talk about it, anything like that. He's going to get the all the people who are on the list a little, relaxed, and then he's going to jab them.
He's going to go, oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way, if I look on page 7 of the list, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, and I think that's what he's doing.
Maybe when they come to him and they go, hey, man.
Because if the Democrats or anybody that's anti-Trump had the access to this, they would have used this against him 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know.
Right. Showing pictures of him and Epstein at a party, big deal. I mean, you had, Whoopi Goldberg taking pictures with, what's his name over there? The Harvey Feinstein.
That's true, yeah.
Was she involved? Who knows? But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Quincy could go take a picture. All right, perfect example. My nephew, when he was 12 years old, took a picture with Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
There you go.
Does that make him accomplice to
Yeah,
the murder?
yeah.
No.
He told Jimmy to kill his girlfriend.
Right, he wasn't even a thought yet. And he was like, hey, Mr. Wrestler Guy, go kill your girlfriend. All right, brother.
I'm going to do it for you.
All right, brother, my little buddy. Yeah,
Jump off the bureau, land right on her chest. Cave it right in.
She slipped.
What was I thinking?
So that's
of?
my take on the Epstein's
Yeah,
list.
I agree with you 100%. Something's
know.
up, but everyone just needs to calm their ass a little, I think. And just like, let's get on with the business at hand.
Right.
Not everybody can be a psycho.
You know who I really am attracted to now?
Ghislaine Maxwell?
No, not her.
I'm just asking, who?
The new press secretary.
Oh, isn't she a doll?
Right. What's her name?
Blondie McBlondie? I don't even know her
whatever.
name.
And she's like 27
Yeah,
years
she's
old.
local. Yeah, she's
She's from New Hampshire. It's like, I usually let into the bonds and whatnot, but
I
there's
know.
something about her.
Once in a while,
There's something about her.
Yeah, she doesn't take no shit.
No.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not
you
even
like a
serious.
strong woman, do you? Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
See? A lot of guys are very insecure. They wouldn't like that.
Yeah. No. She could probably kick my ass. I could easily say
No, I mean,
that right
just,
now.
a lot of people like women who are very demure. And yes, dear. I mean, I like a woman who's decisive,
Feisty.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the worst thing with Tasha, it's always like, well, what are you going to do? Oh, well, I don't care. Yes, you do. Stop saying you don't care. Because when a woman says that,
Pick
that
a
she doesn't-
drive-through.
Yeah, exactly. When they say they don't care where they're going for dinner, that means you should have thought of something already. That's what they're really saying.
Like with that broad who from the White House press area, she probably knows what the reservation is, what you're
absolutely,
having.
yeah.
You can't have that. I don't want you to have that. Blah blah blah. Once in a while, I wouldn't mind that.
And she's the type, if you walk down and she goes, and you're wearing that, you know right away you're going to be changing. There's not going to be an argument.
Caroline.
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, I forgot what her last name is. Whatever.
I should know these things, but I'm just too full of reruns of Big Bang Theory right now.
You like the Big Bang Theory?
Oh yeah, you don't?
Well, they're okay. What do you like about the Big Bang Theory?
Well, Penny, number one, it's good comedy. I think I had my doubts about it. So you know what I've been doing when I come home from work, because I work part-time in this printing company that I have got part ownership in. When I come home and I'm very stressed out, like today was a very stressful day in the print world, I relax, I watch one episode. That's my little treat.
There you go.
I don't watch a lot of TV. Lie.
Caroline Levitt.
Levitt.
Right.
Levittown.
She spells Caroline with a K.
Oh, that's hot. So that's what I do. I just watch an episode. And I had my doubts that it was actually a funny show, but I can say right now it's a solid, very well-written comedy show.
I like the Big Bang. I've met Sheldon on Broadway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and who's the other kid there that was in Christmas Vacation?
Oh, Johnny Galecki?
Johnny Galecki. Yeah, I met Johnny Galecki, and
Were they both nice?
very nice.
Well, that's good.
They were both very, very nice.
I'm almost at the end of the series right now, and Mr. Samwise Gamgee shows up in the series. He's trying to...
Sean Astin?
Yes, he's in it.
He proclaimed Jeff an actual Goonie one day.
That's right. I think we had this conversation, but I do remember that.
You can see that on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. And kid put on a lot of weight.
He looks like Danny DeVito now.
Yeah, very, very heavy.
Right.
And he was with that Indian kid from Harold and Kumar, whose name escapes me.
Isn't that Cal Penn?
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Didn't he work with Obama for a while too?
He was in. I don't know if he worked with. He was
did.
in
He
the
worked in the White
administration.
House.
Maybe he was like in a transition team or some
He
gimmick.
worked in the White House, I think.
Right. Who'd you hire? Well, I hired Kumar. You never know when I may need White Castle.
They do say Obama's the cool president, so I mean, if you're going to be cool, you hire Kumar.
There you go.
You know what I meant to tell you? I was watching an old clip of Johnny Carson the other day. And a few weeks ago, we were talking about superstar Barry Manilow.
Not superstar Billy Graham?
No. Oh, that would be nice. We were talking about Barry Manilow and Sinatra. I think it was... actually, I wrote it down. November 12th, 1976. He appeared on The Tonight Show.
November 12th? That was the day Marty went back to the future.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. He sang a song. He sang I Write the Songs. And they said, Johnny Carson introduced me. He goes, he's going to come out here and he's going to sing I Write the Songs. Barry Manilow. Actually, he says, he's going to sing a Barry Manilow song. And when he came out, the intro to I Write the Songs, I'm like, how is Sinatra going to sing I Write the Songs? Because he doesn't write songs. And he changed the lyrics. I sing the songs that make... It was really cool.
That's
and
awesome.
it's a great clip. If you're out there, listen. Look for that clip on YouTube. It's really, really entertaining.
I am sure it is.
Yeah. I sing the songs.
I sing the songs that make the world sing.
It kind of made me laugh. And speaking of singing, your buddy Tyro Man's new video just dropped.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Vincent. That's the name of the song. Now, are you familiar with that song at all?
No.
We were just speaking about the great Don McLean. That's a Don McLean song.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and it's about Vincent Van Gogh.
Did he cut his ear off in the video?
He did, and I took some notes about that. That funny.
Vincent Van Gogh or Tyro Man?
No, Tyro Man's ears, as far as I know, are
Still there?
intact.
Okay, all right.
But, I was like, did Vincent...
He is the world's first karaoke superhero.
He is.
Right.
And I'm telling you, 2 for 2 on his videos.
He's been on our show before.
Yeah, I think he's awesome. I really enjoy that. And there was something very heartfelt about it. I shared it on social medias. People out there, go to my page, my Facebook page. You'll see it.
No, you're still on Facebook?
Yeah, I love it.
Still in jail?
Dude, I next time we get together, I'm going to bring in some examples of a guy who's on Facebook and has not been kicked off yet. I'm gonna print out some of his posts.
Okay, well, I was supposedly kicked off there for advertising stuff.
Well, this guy is... You would like this, first of all. He's convinced that the majority of the human race are actually lizard people.
Did he watch the show V growing
I
up?
don't know what he watched, but he is an absolute effing
I would have
loon.
tapped Diana on that show. Jane Badler.
Hey, listen. Who wouldn't you tap on that show?
Mark Singer, Robert Englund,
All right, I get it.
Michael Ironside, the woman who played Robert Englund's girlfriend. She wasn't that attractive.
We get it. You're very choosy.
The lizard baby.
Anyway, I'm going to bring in some examples of somebody who is still on Facebook. And I'd like to reach out to Facebook and like speak on your behalf, but I'm afraid I'm going to get banned too. So sorry, you're on your own.
Don't worry about it. No, in October, supposedly the ban is lifted.
Good.
So right around Halloween,
It'd be nice to have you back because
but if you want to get in contact with me and you're not on that, evil empire known as Facebook, you can contact me on Twitter X at After Hours TC, and you can get me on Instagram at TC Restani.
You on Instagram?
What's Instagram? I forgot.
He's lucky he's on Milk, for crying out loud, let alone Instagram. But he is on.
I was just gonna say
he is on Twitter at Milk and Cashews.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, that would wreak havoc with my gastrointestinal systems.
What, Milk and Cashews?
Yeah.
Well,
not that I'm lactose intolerant, but cashews, man, they give me the wind also, Quincy.
They give you the stinkies?
Well, not even that. It's just wind. I don't know what cashews do, but they really just wreak havoc.
Well, maybe that's what they need on boats right now instead of,
I'm telling you, if it would
for
work.
sales, just have you eat some cashews.
You like cashews, right?
In times, I've not been known to snack on it for some reason.
They don't give you the
No.
No. You're lucky, man.
His cast iron stomach over there?
That's good.
You could drink, I don't even know, like sulfuric acid and it wouldn't do anything for you.
He probably has, right?
Well, probably. Have you chewed on any batteries recently or anything?
I would not recommend it.
No, I almost wound up before I realized I was a diabetic. Almost tried to put a car battery in my heart. Then someone wrote a song that says "car battery in my heart."
What are you, friggin' Iron Man? What the hell are you doing putting a car battery in your heart?
Well, I thought.
Wait a minute, the car battery.
You try to put it in your chest?
Well, before I realized,
This is like 80 pounds.
Yeah, but I was in one of my invention times in my back then.
So why did you need to put in a car battery in your chest? Did your heart stop or something?
No, because I thought it was only heartburn. So it was one of my home remedies, saying and then somebody wrote a song that says "car battery in the heart," and then it's like it's diabetic. But someone just went on and says car battery in the heart," and then they just went on, and it was like.
Are you sure that that's a real song?
Someone just made up the song. That was a long while back when I went out there.
I'm thinking like Total Eclipse of the Heart or something, and you misheard it. Like, excuse me while I kiss this guy. Bathroom on the right. No, it wasn't one of those.
Oh, no. This was a for real homemade
Quincy,
song.
what if they played Highway to Hell? How would you do that?
Yeah.
Highway to hell.
Would you jump off a building and try to go to hell or something?
No, I would just have fun with AC/DC.
Or dodge 18-wheelers at night on a freeway?
If you're going to have fun with AC/DC, like one of their songs was like...
well, obviously, it's not what you're doing. You have a battery, for Christ's sake.
It was a home remedy I almost tried to do once. That was a long while back.
Did you go to Sears and get the battery?
Whoever has batteries.
Batteries, as my Auntie Peg would say.
Batteries.
well, you can go to that place on Route 1, Batteries and Bulbs.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah. If you...
Try listening to that song, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. I
It's
kissed
better
a
than hooking
girl
it.
and I liked it.
Yeah. It's better than hooking your chest up to a car battery.
But we do want to see that someday, though.
Yeah.
Now you got us curious.
There is a
on
morbid
that.
curiosity.
It's just a song that those...
We don't need to call AAA. Just call Quincy Briscoe.
Well, if you need a charge,
Charge it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Charge!
Speaking of Epstein, did you see in X, did you see a tweet by your boy Stephen King the other day?
I've blocked him, so I haven't seen him.
2 days ago, apparently, he reported the Epstein client list is real. And then in parentheses, so is the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus.
So that means he's on it.
Yeah. Oh, you think so?
Oh, 100%.
Wow, I didn't think See, you know how to interpret things. You really do.
I'm like the guy in The Beautiful Mind.
Yeah,
I can
damn it. I didn't see that at all. I was
decipher the gimmick.
I was like, maybe he's coming to the other side. But okay, well, probably not.
Maybe he has a car battery attached to him.
Incidentally, Van Gogh did cut his ear off.
I know that.
He was completely insane.
What did he cut it off with, though?
It doesn't say, but it was following a heated argument with
A machete?
Paul Gauguin.
Oh, of course, Paul Gauguin, yeah.
Van Gogh was known to have been suffering from severe mental health issues at the time. You think?
Well,
And he said to have wrapped the severed ear in paper and delivered it to a local brothel.
the ear.
Yeah. And he was later found unconscious and taken to a hospital. So, but getting back to Tyro Man, it was a great performance.
Okay, well, fantastic.
Starry night.
Well, we'll have to have him on the rebroadcast.
Yeah, why don't we?
I'm a fan of Tyro Man.
It was very good.
He is very good. He's very, very entertaining fellow.
I like when an entertainer likes to entertain, and he clearly likes to entertain.
That's good, yeah. Well, that's very important in the entertainment business. Someone
It
says,
is.
"Oh,
Speaking of entertainment,
Yeah.
this is an anniversary. I don't know if you saw you're not on X anymore or anything.
What'd you do?
36 years ago
Today?
today, July 17th, 1989, at 9 p.m. Excuse me, it was, sorry, not 9 p.m. It was 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The very first episode of the Bobby Heenan Show debuted.
That's a mile. That's
Only
a milestone.
on for 4 episodes.
Yeah.
That show
Launched.
planted the seed in my head saying, I want to do this.
That's good.
And it was 36 years ago today.
Well, that's nice.
And the fact that I got to thank him in person when I drove him around that weekend, 4 days after we taped our very first episode, saying, I just told him what we were doing. I said, I would not be doing this show if it wasn't for you.
That's nice.
And he was like, hey, here.
I know. God, it was so sad at the end. There's a documentary on Peacock right now, all the WWF stuff. But there was a whole documentary made around WrestleMania 9, the one that they did at Caesars Palace in Vegas. Fascinating, because it was the first time the cameras were let in on kayfabe.
Backstage.
Yeah, because all the wrestlers were like, who's this guy? And they're like, don't worry,
Vince said he can do what he wants.
Yeah, and it was like, it was really cool that they did it, because you're seeing them back there when they're all so guarded and everything, but you're seeing stuff that you never thought you'd ever see back then. One of the funniest things was Heenan getting on the camel backwards. They said the funny thing was putting him on a camel to begin with. He came up with the idea of
Putting it
facing
on backwards, yeah.
And then they showed him when he bent over.
And his
I think
blue underwear.
Gorilla lifted it up. You saw his satin blue undies. He was an incredibly funny dude.
That
He really
was, I do remember that because, not him on the camel, but that they had that on a DVD not too long ago, not the full length one that they have out there now. And they that's Hogan's backstage with Giant Gonzalez and
He had the black eye. and everything.
Yokozuna is getting his hair, combed and
Yeah.
all that other stuff. And Shawn Michaels was with Luna going out the curtain, and Vince was gyrating behind as they opened the curtain because he was directing the traffic back there.
Sure.
So yeah, that was the one where he was out posing in front of the mirrors to show Lex Luger how to
Yeah.
be the narcissist.
Yeah. And Luger needed help in that department, that's for sure.
Well, I love that stuff.
Oh, it's fascinating. I haven't finished the whole documentary, but it is. If you get a chance,
Even though
look it up.
the documentary may be awesome, but that show itself is horrible.
Yeah, that was not the best WrestleMania.
It's horrible. It was horrible.
I think that was the last one my buddies started. They stopped coming to my house because I would get WrestleMania every year, and I think after that we were just like,
Yeah, that was 1993.
yeah, that was the last.
And
one.
it was pitiful.
Yeah.
It was just not a fan of that one.
No, but they made their way back. They dug out of that hole.
Well, yeah. Well, the best one is 14 because I was in it.
That's right.
That's right. Druid number 11.
An acolyte. I thought
A druid.
A druid.
Yeah.
He was a druid.
there you go."
Unbelievable. Getting through my earpiece from you know who.
Oh,
We have to take a big time commercial break. We'll be back
darn.
right after this.
Hi, this is Quincy Briscoe. To all my fans, don't drink and drive.
Alrighty, welcome back from that big time commercial break out there. This is an unbelievable broadcast of the podcast of After Hours with TC Restani, and it's Ricky Bittman's birthday episode.
Speaking of birthdays, I have to give a special shout out to one of our best fans ever.
Who is that?
Today is Frank Dow's birthday.
Frank Dow.
The late Frank Dow. Remember Frank?
Frank used to come to our barbecues.
He did, and his buddy Mike Lupus put it out there today how much he misses his buddy. And I was thinking about these guys, and they used to plow the streets at night, and they would take their breaks and watch our show
on YouTube.
Yeah, and they loved it, and they would watch it on their cable access.
Sure.
Too. So they were big fans of it. He's got 2 boys. One of them is actually he served in Desert Storm. That's what I was trying to think of.
Well, he deserves a round of applause.
Yeah, he served in Desert Storm, and I think his son Frankie Jr. He's got a son Frankie and a son Richie. Frankie Jr. is following him into the military.
I remember one of them came to the barbecue. We had to sign shirts for them.
Yeah, we signed. It was my first autograph coming back from like Vegas.
From Pahrump, huh?
Yeah. That I signed was to Frank Dow.
Sabrina had a very busy hand that day. She was signing many autographs.
Yeah, everybody wanted. But Frank, he made it a point to come up to me, and he really liked it.
I believe that was the barbecue of 2011 or 12.
I have no idea. That's your
I think that was. I remember they were sitting at the before we renovated this into a podcast penthouse. We had a small little studio here, and they had like a bar.
Yeah.
And they were sitting there.
It was right here, I think.
Yeah, they were sitting there woofing their barbecue.
Yeah.
I remember that. Very nice man.
And he had his buddy, Mike was with him, and his buddy Randy Owen. And Frank passed away in 2019. And, just listen, putting it out there. Yeah, I don't know what birthday it would have been today, but today was
We're
his
thinking
birthday.
of him.
Yeah, it was his birthday. We're thinking of him.
We always think of our fans. We love our fans.
And his wife, Donna, and his 2 boys. So, rest in peace, Frank. You're a good fan of the After Hours show.
Probably still is.
Yeah, well, he's probably watching us and listening to us right now.
Chilling up there with Jeff.
Yeah. Speaking of
Jeff?
Yeah. I wonder if he would be have any more information on. Did you hear about the big fire out at Area 51?
I did not hear about that.
Big fire. All the enthusiasts are under the impression that this fire was caused by the aliens trying to break out. So you might have to
they're hiding something.
Well, you might have
getting
to do
rid of the
some
evidence.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I'd be listening to Art Bell, but he's dead.
He would have definitely a lot to say about this because someone's home property camera caught the fire in the distance. You can see it. It's clearly, they said, happening at Area 51.
But you really think aliens would need a distraction to go away?
Well, maybe they're breaking out. Maybe they get the flamethrowers going and everything. Maybe they're out already. Some people think they already are out. Now he's scared. You should see the fear in his eyes.
Well, I was looking. I had a conversation with Cecil. You know Cecil down here.
Yeah.
We were talking about Art Bell. He was down here a couple nights ago.
He knows about Art Bell?
Oh, yeah.
Young kid like that?
He's 31. So he's a big fan of like the Alex Joneses and conspiracy theories and all of this stuff. And he listened to reruns of Art Bell. We were chatting about Art Bell, and I looked up Art Bell's home out in Pahrump. I know you've been by there many times.
Chain link fence,
and everything like that. But I wonder. Imagine if that house went up for sale. I think. Who would buy that? Someone would buy that.
I would because I like the arid climate.
You like the area?
Arid,
not 51, but the area.
The arid climate and the area.
Right.
I was using I'm trying to impress him with my vocabulary. Arid,
extra dry.
Yeah, dry air. Arid, the arid climate. I would definitely take that house. I like the chain link fence idea too, because the Bunny Ranch has a chain link fence around it too. Not that I would know that from experience.
I knew Dennis Hoff.
Yeah.
There was a reason for that.
That you knew Dennis Hoff, or there was a chain link fence?
The chain link fence.
What, to keep Cousin Leo up?
No, he had the wire cutters. No, it's for people who wanted to skip town and didn't want to pay the bill. That's what it was. They could.
So wait a minute. When you don't eat the food, it's dash and dine. What would it be called up there? Fucking funny.
Dash and what was it? Dash and
dine and dash.
Dine and dash. Well, you could still dine.
That's true.
Fucking flea.
Yeah. Try not to say the F word because God gets mad. Makes baby Jesus cry. Did you know that, Quincy?
We don't want to make him cry.
Well, he did on Christmas Day when he was born.
That's true.
That's true, yeah.
Although, didn't the ox and lamb kept time and kept him quiet? Wasn't that the thing?
The ox and lamb. That sounds like something you would see in like a mummy movie.
It's an old, the drummer boy. The ox and lamb kept time. It is Christmas in July. Isn't that the biggest bunch of bullshit?
Christmas in July?
Yeah. Enough with that. We don't need that.
I think they do that for the people who live in the southern hemisphere.
Screw them.
Because it's winter down there right now. Maybe, you know what? I could never have Christmas in the summer. So those people, I feel bad for them. December 25th, it's like July 25th for them.
Exactly.
So why don't they just do Christmas in July for them in the Southern Hemisphere.
They can have it.
There you go. It's your Christmas.
No way.
And then when it's actually Christmas and it's 1,000 degrees down there, you can have fireworks and shit.
They put like the worst Christmas entertainment on these stupid channels.
Oh, Hallmark is basically a 24-hour Christmas movie channel now.
Those movies are so hard to tolerate. Hallmark channels.
I thought you were going to be mad at me saying that. So you're in agreement. Yeah,
He hates
you're right.
Christmas. Doesn't matter if it's in December or July.
You don't hate
Hallmark
Christmas.
channels.
Oh, you know he's serious when he's talking into the microphone.
That's true. Go ahead.
Hallmark channels, holiday movies. Those are so tough to tolerate, aren't they?
Yeah, they're horrible. I mean, how many of those movies has what's her name from Full House been in? Candace Cameron.
Oh yeah. Isn't she in every other one?
I mean, I know she's a religious freak like her brother Kirk.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be in every Christmas movie on the Hallmark channel.
yeah.
First of all, the movies are like too long. What are they, like 2.5, 3 hours long?
No, on the Hallmark channel, they're lucky they're an hour and a half.
They just seem that way.
They have a million commercials, sure. I'll
Maybe
give you
that's
that.
what makes them long.
Yeah.
Second, now, I don't know. For some reason, the Hallmark channel.
But they're the same fucking movie. It's like, oh, girl can't make it home for Christmas.
Yep.
She meets a guy at the airport.
Yep.
They have to rent a car. They have to go across country. They become married by the end of the movie. It's the same fucking-
Handsome guy who's
Right.
not attached. Of course that happens.
You never see like Bull,
Yeah.
pissing in a snowbank
Yeah.
and saying, "Sweetheart, can you give me a lift?"
Exactly.
You never see that.
Never winds up like that. No.
No.
Not some guy, like, hey, do you want some Chick-fil-A? It's always like he's like a chef or he's really good with
Right.
dogs or something. And
Or he's a carpenter or something.
he's a kid's child whisperer and all this. And, these unrealistic things, these people that sit there and watch these things.
But it's the same movie. They just recast different people.
Yeah. But
It's
now
like-
I can sit and watch every episode of The Three Stooges, and some people would say they're similar, but I don't care.
Why you?
All right, I watched The Dukes of Hazzard for 7 years. It was the same episode every week. But you know what? At least they changed out the villains.
And they were cool.
And they had a car that flied.
Right. Did you see the recent thing, the festival they had down in Georgia?
Oh, yes, I did, where it jumped the fountain.
Isn't that something?
It was awesome.
Man. And they had the Union Jack on the Confederate
flag, yeah.
on the top of it. That was pretty cool.
Well, down there, you can still do that down there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Actually, I think you can do that more now. I think actually Trump made a rule that all that stuff can go back.
Yeah.
So, but that happened right around the time that Cletus died, Rick Hurst.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
You had said that on. Well, I thought that was a very impressive stunt, I have to say.
It was.
Did you see it?
Which stunt is
The
that?
General Lee recently jumped over a fountain down in Georgia. We should show you the footage after this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's when he's really excited.
Yeah, he got.
Yeah, well, you can't knock it. The
I'm
General
going to
Lee
show it
is
to you
like,
right after we wrap up.
I heard, Quincy, that the General Lee is going to guest star in one of these Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah. It's called
good. And maybe for once,
Santa's going to use it as a sleigh.
It's going to be called Christmas in the Trunk.
well, maybe
Starring
for
the
one,
General Lee.
maybe for once they'll have an exciting holiday.
But how is Santa going to get through the window? The doors don't open on the General Lee.
Christmas magic.
Yeah, there you go.
They're going to have to push him in like they used to do Boss Hogg when he got on the General Lee.
Open up the windows, okay, and
Well, the windows are already down. Obviously, that's how they get into the General Lee.
that's a good question. Maybe we can customize the windows or something so we can open them up. They were welded shut, for the series because there's so many stunts in the Dukes of Hazzard that they welded the doors shut so we couldn't get these things open.
Right.
Maybe they'll form some kind of
A Christmas miracle on the doors?
See, I told you.
Yeah, it all depends on what they're doing in Christmas with the General Lee. How's that sound?
Well, I think we're going to have to call the Hallmark Channel tomorrow and say it's July. You have plenty of time to get the General Lee Christmas movie out.
Yeah. Special appearance by Knight Rider.
Yeah.
That's another one. Okay, now that
Well,
when
actually, I just thought of this. Knight Rider Kit could be in the front because he has the thing like Rudolph.
There you go.
So because the General Lee would be like the sleigh. And Kit from Knight Rider would be like Rudolph because it has a woo 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 in front.
I was gonna say now, won't that be like a standoff and a face-off between the Knight Rider and the General Lee?
Maybe he's like the Grinch, you mean? Like the Knight Rider's like the bad guy?
No, the Knight Rider. I thought wasn't he a good guy?
I would say if I was going to say which TV car would be the bad guy in this, would have to be like the Grinch. It would have to be.
That's a good question, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
is a good question. What? Let's.
That
least
is
for
a
this
very
podcast,
good
but it is.
question. The Dukes of Hazzard, like
We don't. We already know. We've already established the generally as the sleigh. We've already established Kit as Rudolph. But who would be the Grinch mobile?
that is such a good question. It's a standoff. Well, but we got plenty of time. Maybe not plenty of time to think about it, but a couple of months.
Certainly wouldn't be the Batmobile because he's good.
Because he's good. The only evil vehicle that was on TV was Kit's older brother, Carr.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Carr had a deep voice. So he was before Kit.
Maybe we can make him the bad guy.
All right.
But don't forget, there was also Goliath, the 18-wheeler, that was also on Knight Rider.
Wow, Knight
There you
Rider
go.
had a
So
lot of cars with personality.
There's
Right?
two different alternatives to make the bad guy.
What about the truck from Duel?
But he's not a TV car.
That's true. Well, it was made for TV movie.
It was, but it was released theatrically in Canada. But Dennis Weaver already got rid of that.
A bad car.
A bad car. I mean, would it have to be,
The Mammoth car from Speed Racer?
or could it be? Well, it can't be Colt Seaver's truck on the Fall Guy.
No.
And it can't be,
It can't be the A-Team's truck.
it can't be the A-Team van. And it
Can't be Cab 804.
well, because John Burns destroyed that. It would have to be, it would have to be.
Those two different alternatives, as you just previously mentioned. Someone from Speed Racer, one of Speed's opponents. How's that sound?
I like it.
Go ahead.
No, I said I like it.
I mean, the only evil vehicles that I could think of that were on TV were the Chopper Bunch on Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch. You actually look like the motorcycle that was the head leader. All you need was one of the little World War II helmets on your head.
We should get you one of those.
For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, in the late 60s, early 70s, it was Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch,
Yep.
which was like a Volkswagen buggy car who didn't talk. He just talked with horns, and he was pursued by the Chopper Bunch, which was this really pathetic motorcycle gang that didn't have people riding their motorcycles. And the leader of it, I forgot what his name was, but he always used to say Chopper. And Chopper used to say what? Rum Scapper.
Now, the funny thing is, crazy as that sounds.
You know what he's talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hugely popular show. Don't you think those guys were sitting around like we were just now talking about, okay, what if we had the Chopper Bunch and a talking, was Dune Buggy? Was that what it was?
No, it was like a...
Speed Buggy.
No, Speed Buggy
Buggy.
was a different thing.
Oh, I'm getting them
Wheelie and the
confused.
Chopper Bunch. Wheelie was like a Volkswagen... The car there. That was a
Volkswagen Bus Beetle?
Beetle, yeah.
Bus, okay.
Yeah, and he used to talk with horns.
That's right,
Yeah.
okay.
And he
But
had
I
a-
mean, as crazy as that sounds, someone had a conversation like we just did.
Yeah.
They put it in effect, and the series was made.
Well, Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera had excellent cartoons from
There's-
Devlin, the stunt guy, to Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch, to Hong Kong Phooey, to all the classics.
He was a #1 super guy.
He was.
He was a #1 super guy.
Yeah.
We could go on for this for 24 hours.
We could. But, we got some viewer mail.
I was just going to say, we have a new segment here on the program. It is viewer... Is it mail, email?
Well, these were emails. I don't know if we can. I mean, listen, I don't know if this would happen every episode because I'm going to be honest with you, we don't get a lot.
You never know. There could be a huge following of Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch
That
out
could
there.
happen. But the thing that seemed to have piqued most people's interest was your fart in a cereal bowl last week. And you actually said at one point, hey, if there's someone out there that you would allow to fart in your cereal, write in and let us know.
And we got responses.
We did.
Would you eat the cereal, though?
Well, that's up to you. That's just up to you. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, last week on the program, you can go back and listen to it. I had this crazy thing where I was showing like an affection for a sexy woman that I would allow her to do something ridiculous. And I said that I would want to have Daisy Ridley, who played Rey in the new Star Wars movies, fart in my cereal.
Yeah.
Not shit. Fart in my
Exactly.
cereal. Just a show of affection and how much I actually am into her.
Or like you're saying, she's so hot, I would let her do this and it wouldn't bother.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So I think that's where a lot of these people took it.
Okay, good.
Now,
Good. I'm curious to see their
the
responses.
The first person was Cousin Leo. He texted me.
Oh, jeez.
Okay? And he picked Giada De Laurentiis.
Oh, the cook chick. Yeah, of course he would.
Now, I'm going to say right now, the most normal pick we got was from my cousin Leo. And as you can see right there, if you're not familiar who Giada is, TC will put a picture of her up on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's Giada, tasty Giada.
Yep.
Okay?
What's her last name?
De Laurentiis.
She's not related to...
She's his granddaughter.
That's her... I did never know
De
that.
Laurentiis,
the one who
yes.
produced the Conan the Barbarian movies.
And I just rewatched King Kong 1976 from my Blu-ray. They have the theatrical release, and they have the one that was on TV that aired in 2 nights.
2 nights.
And it's like almost a 4-hour movie with all this extra footage, and it's awesome. So I just watched that the other night.
And that's her grandfather.
Yeah.
Dino De Laurentiis.
And if I ever, like, if she was doing a show somewhere, I would get something from King Kong 76
you would
to have
let her
sign.
fart in your pasta.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with Leo on this one, but
Okay,
I didn't do
all
an
right.
official entry. And
No, we didn't even ask you that. We'll have to say that for the end.
that's true. But she would be up there for me.
Okay, all right.
Now,
I couldn't have her fart because there's too many carbs in pasta. All right.
oh, you know what? The funny thing you should say that. Now, what Giada said the other day was pasta breaks down differently the next day when you put it in the fridge and eat it cold. Like it's less of a carb. Does something to the enzymes or something like that. So you could eat a little bit of pasta the next day.
If she was
without the
feeding me
guilt.
pasta, I wouldn't care about the
That's
diabetes.
true.
All
That's
right?
true. That's true. But I just thought that was an interesting point. I got to look that up because she said
Maybe we can find Dr. McMurphy. Maybe he'll know about
cold
that.
pasta the next day. She gave you a wink. She goes, not that bad for you. Anyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Your buddy Steve Rossadini responded.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now, he respects her as an actress and a woman.
Oh.
Anne Ramsey.
It's kind of hard. She's been dead for about 30 years.
That doesn't matter. He would let her fart in his cereal bowl because of the immense respect he has.
Ma Fratelli.
Yes. And for those of you who aren't familiar, TC, can you put a picture up of her?
Owen! Also in, Throw Mama from the Train.
She was the woman from Throw Mama from the Train.
Wow.
She wouldn't be on your list, though.
No. No.
That might be a wet one, too. She'd probably have to lift and pot the cheeks out.
Now, what kind of cereal would it be? Like bran flakes or something?
It would
'Cause-
probably have to be all brand
All
cereal.
right. Wow, Steve, I think you may need to see somebody on this one.
And we got an anonymous one. I don't know this guy, Robbie Stanton. He's a fan.
Robbie Stanton.
Robbie Stanton.
Never heard of him.
He picked Deborah Lee Scott.
Another dead person.
Yeah. I mean,
From Angie and Police
yeah,
Academy.
and she was on Welcome Back, Kotter, too.
That's right. And she was also always on game shows.
In the Gong Show and Match Game and
Right.
$100,000
Deborah Lee
Pyramid.
Scott. That's someone Jeff would have probably picked.
Yeah. Oh, I remember her.
Oh,
she was cute.
she was Mrs. Fackler in Police Academy. Wow, it's Deborah Lee Scott.
I told you they were going to be interesting for crying out
Now,
loud.
when I think of her, I just think of her from the opening of Angie, where she's going to eat the ice cream cone and it falls.
Yes.
So
She was a good comedic actress.
she was very good, very talented.
So if anything, this show digs up people we haven't thought of in a long time.
Well,
And
you'd
the
have to
viewers-
dig her up and Ramsey.
Obviously, Robbie Stanton is a fan of the show. I mean,
Robbie, we appreciate your absurdity. Thank you.
And we got another normal one here. Some guy named Jim Timmons.
This is really normal.
Well, this one is
All right.
Amy Adams. Good pick right there. Jim Timmons lives in Ayer, Massachusetts. He picked Amy Adams, and look at that picture. Right there.
I mean, she was cute as a button in The Fighter, but I saw her recently on an episode of The Office.
Oh yeah.
When they went on a Christmas cruise.
Yes.
Oh, she's oh yeah. You know what? She may be looks wise my favorite Lois Lane.
Yeah, she was a good Lois Lane.
Right.
I
There's
want
just
to talk
some-
about that Superman movie, too.
I never saw it, but there's something about Amy Adams. There's an affinity for redheads for TC Restani.
Now, you never saw the Superman that she was in?
I did see that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the new one. That
Yeah,
just
well,
came out.
I got to talk to you
didn't see
about that. I have an interesting
So,
take on that.
Amy, 100%.
So that was a good pick, okay.
If Daisy wasn't available, Amy Adams could definitely fart in my cereal.
And the next one is this guy named Ted Rattan. Sounds like a cough medicine.
Ted
doesn't it?
Rattan.
Ted Rattan.
Sounds like he'd be on some sort of sitcom in the 70s.
Yeah.
Starring Ted Rattan as Billy.
It sounds to me like a cough medicine. Well, I gave him 2 spoonfuls of Ted Rattan and put him right to sleep.
Mommy, I don't feel so good.
Barbara, you up? So
I need a Ted Rattan.
Ted Rattan picked Sandra Locke.
the Clint Eastwood chick.
Circa the Gauntlet, he said. He made a point to mention from the Gauntlet from 1977.
Wow.
So, an unusual one.
That is an unusual one. She's still kicking, right?
No, she died.
Oh, she's dead too.
Yeah, she passed away, yeah.
So far, Amy Adams is the only one, and Dino De Laurentiis' granddaughter.
I didn't even think of that. Well, but this next one is a woman responded, which I thought.
Well, it wasn't, whatever floated your boat.
And I wrote back and I said to her, tell me like you're interested in the show. I haven't heard back from you yet.
What's her name?
Lori Courtney.
Lori Courtney.
Lori Courtney responded, and you're never going to...
LC's a fan of TC.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're never going to guess who she's going to allow to fight in her cereal.
Quincy Briscoe.
She said if you're going to go, you're going to go big. Yakov Smirnoff.
I love this country.
You get to... In Russia, cereal farts on you. In America, you fart on cereal.
Well, he can supply the toilet paper, right? Because that was a big thing in Russia.
That's right,
to hoard the toilet paper.
Here he wipes his ass with fresh bread.
Is he still kicking?
He is, yes.
He's still kicking.
Yeah.
He was the roommate of Andrew Dice Clay and Biff from Back to the Future.
That's right. You were telling us that.
Yakov Smirnoff. I'm surprised he hasn't shown up at a chiller.
Yeah, well, I think he's doing good in Branson. I'm still knocking him dead out there.
In Branson, Missouri?
Branson, Missouri.
Was he opening up for Greg Brady?
Probably. Yakov Smirnoff.
So yeah, she wants the Russian. So the Russian gas.
So obviously, this piqued some people's interest.
Obviously, then these are some interesting people.
We'll have to do more of these things when we think of them.
Well, here's the big question. You read your list over there. Who's farting in your cereal?
All right.
We have to ask you this next too, Quincy. Think about it.
Start thinking.
I already know his answer. I already know what he's going to say, but
let me think. Right now, okay, I'm going to say right now.
Right now,
I would let Lainey Wilson, the country music star,
Lainey Wilson,
find my cereal, and I wouldn't bat an eye.
I never heard of her.
Look at that picture. We'll put that picture up on the screen.
Very attractive. Yeah.
And look at the can on her.
Okay, Quincy.
Very impressive can.
All right. The fans have been asking for a solid week.
Yeah, they want to know.
Who's farting in your breakfast cereal?
Pick one for me.
I can't, you moron.
I don't know. Who's around still that...
Anybody. Half those people pick dead people for crying out loud.
Oh, all right. Okay. I'm allowed to pick a dead person?
Sure. It's your full of cereal. Go ahead.
Connie
All right.
Francis.
Then how about someone that we went to go visit at the celebrity convention? Now I have to tell you who that is.
You want Tawny Katane
Wow.
to fart in your cereal. Hopefully that's right. It's not John Amos from Good Times, right?
No.
All right.
Come here, stupid.
So you want Tawny Katane.
Well, wasn't she a hot number?
She was very hot.
Very
number.
good choice, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing is, I got to go over and talk to her for a minute, and then why not? She's a hot number, and that movie Bachelor Party is like.
And you molested her hand.
Yeah, so it's like
So Tawny, because Quincy Briscoe had anybody in the universe fought in his cereal, it's Tawny Katane.
That's a good one.
And I need the cereal.
Well,
honey, that Cheerios.
Well, that's the whole idea. She's so hot. Not only would you not protest, but you'd finish the bowl of cereal.
Sure.
Honey nut Cheerios, or cow chocolate.
Well, no, that's a good point. Now, he would pick those two cereals. What cereal would you...
would
would it have to be a specific cereal?
Which cereal would Daisy fart into? Wasn't really a big cereal person growing up.
Yeah.
So I would have. I think I said Captain Crunch, but I remember.
You did.
But I remember after the show, I was like, I like dry Captain Crunch.
Oh, I do too.
Like
it's candy.
Yeah, it was tasty that way.
Yeah.
I would have to say
The milk gave it kind of a weak flavor.
I know what I'm going to do, and I know you're going to approve of this, and you are too. Quisp.
There you go.
There you go. Quisp is good stuff.
It is.
Quisp, because and let's not forget the character of Quisp.
I don't care about that. I just want Daisy Ridley's ass in a bowl of Quisp. All
there
right?
you go.
And making little bubbles.
Wouldn't that be adorable?
Yeah.
I would pick the defunct cereal that was very big in the early 80s, Crispy Wheats and Raisins.
Not C-3POs?
Nope. Crispy Wheats and Raisins.
Never heard of that.
It was a great cereal that they discontinued. I think it was. I loved Crispy Wheats and Raisins. It was like Raisin Bran, but better. You know how Raisin Bran had those little tiny raisins covered in sugar?
Yes.
I could never understand that. A raisin was sweet enough. This was like there was no sugar on the raisins, and they were big, plump raisins, and there was a lot of them. It just knocked Raisin Bran out of the park. But people are so stupid.
What about grape nuts?
Oh.
That's like eating sand.
Dude, I bought that one time expecting it to be really delicious. Didn't taste like grapes or nuts. It was absolutely awful.
You were nuts to eat it.
It was rocks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was pretty
Jesus.
much gravel.
Yeah, that's really what it was. That's
Yeah.
what they should have called it. Gravel nuts.
Gravel nuts.
Yeah, terrible.
Wow. Well, I'm very impressed with those people's selections
Yeah, it's
out
good.
there.
Listen, we're making people think, and that's
Well, that's what we do. We don't ask like normal questions.
Yeah.
We want things to think outside of the box.
Yeah, this isn't Bill Maher. This isn't political. I mean, it's just, who's so hot that you let him find your cereal?
I'm glad no one said Bull Montana.
No. Speaking of wrestlers, did you catch Goldberg's last match?
No, I didn't.
I did watch it.
I'm sure that must have been a thrill.
First of all, I will give it to him. He's in incredible shape.
I mean, he's younger than you.
He is. He's like I got a year on
Right.
him, I think. But he was in incredible shape.
Right. I know it was the longest match he's had in 22 years.
Yes, he did manage to do the vertical slam or whatever the hell it was. And
jackhammer.
And he did manage to spear. Now, what the thing though that everyone sort of danced around, the heavyweight champ right now is this cat named Gunther.
Right.
Now, I wasn't aware of that. I had to look him up. I to be honest with you, the little wrestling I watched, I know CJ's probably spinning right now, throwing punches in the air. I had no idea that this guy Gunther was the champion. But nowhere was it mentioned, and I guess you really can't. This was a match between an Austrian and a Jew. For crying out
Right,
loud.
yeah.
And nobody built it that way.
Sure.
I mean, back in the old days, that definitely would have been part of the script.
Well, yeah, of course he would. He would have come out and dressed as a Nazi and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But
You know,
if this was 1984,
It just goes to show you where we've come as a society, where wrestling used to really reflect the flavor of the day, the conflict, like the
Sure.
Iron Sheik coming out with the Ayatollah Khomeini on his flag,
right,
and
spitting
all that.
on the flag.
Yeah. But he would have come out and he said, I would have been like, thank God this match is being taken place on Monday because he can't wrestle on Friday. Or whatever day they can, right?
I have no idea. We'll have to ask Bill Goldberg.
That's my ignorance. But, it was a halfway decent match and they cut it off at the end. But it does show you, no matter how good shape you're in, Father Time takes his toll.
I know that his, I didn't see it, but I saw it on social media. His goodbye speech got pulled off
Cut
the air.
right off.
And everybody's like, oh, that's Bret Hart somewhere had the plug.
I like that. That probably was the case.
He canceled my career. I'm canceling his goddamn speech.
Now, you remember watching Goldberg back in the day?
Of course.
Who was the security guy that used to bang on the door?
Oh, that piece of shit.
Ooh, I like
that
this.
scumbag.
Here we go, folks.
Oh.
I got to it.
I thought he was dead until I saw the picture. I go, is that Doug Dillinger?
That's who it was, Doug Dillinger.
And no one liked him. Because
Really?
He was a
Seventh-day Adventist?
Charlotte cop, either Charlotte or Atlanta. And Bobby Heenan didn't like him either.
Really?
And I remember him in the shoe. He goes, they always had. I used to call him. I think he called him Deputy Dog or something. And he goes, Deputy, Dillinger, Donuts Dillinger, or whatever. And he goes, you know what he did? Well, he was a retired cop, and he rode the motorcycle in the parades for the funerals.
That was his job?
That was his job.
Dear God.
And then when he came out, I have a personal gripe against this scumbag.
Really? Let's go.
It was January 1998.
Nice.
All right. And Bill Apter,
Yep.
the
Photographer.
for pro wrestling, whatever and whatnot, called a mutual friend of ours who was in the wrestling business and said, you know anybody that can go down and take photos of the matches at the Boston, at the Fleet Center at the time? And he goes, because it was their first internet live thing where they were doing commentary live on the internet or some horseshit. So he sent one pass to my photography friend,
Okay.
Jeff, not South Boston Jeff, another guy named Jeff. And I was like, well, I'm not paying to get into this. So at the time, he had a brand new printer that printed things that looked just like the things.
Okay.
So he printed it out
Uh-oh, I can see.
and cut it perfectly. Now, I had it on with duct tape on the thing. Now, we went backstage. Now, we knew a lot of people in wrestling. Well, at least I did. So I knew Perry Saturn, I knew Kevin Sullivan, and I'm interacting.
Yeah.
And Donuts Dillinger sees us back there talking and whatnot. So we're already in the building for 2 hours, hanging around backstage, shooting the shit. And then the show starts, and I walk down ringside, and I had a camera because I was doing backup photography. And out of nowhere, he would have thought he saw the second gunman in the grassy knoll, screams from across the ring, counterfeit pass! Counterfeit pass! walked over and he started scratching it. Obviously not like felt
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the other
yeah.
one. It was like photo paper, and he rips it off. He goes like he's giving me like I'm being pulled over drunk driving.
Yeah.
Where did you get this? Other than I go, well, Bill Apter didn't send 2 of them, and and we made a copy of it, and you obviously saw us backstage talking, so I'm not a mark and whatnot. Counterfeit pass. They threw us out.
Oh,
They threw us out.
he is an asshole.
He's a prick. I thought he was dead, and then I saw that picture, and I go, Bobby Heenan is dead, but this motherfucker's still alive.
I can see. I have that attitude towards people sometimes.
So fuck him.
All right. Well, here I am. I was going to say, wasn't it nice they dug him up to like bang on Goldberg's door?
I wish Doug was dead out of there. Doug Dillinger, they didn't have to dig him up.
Oh, God, forgive you. Don't say that.
Fuck him. It's been 20.
We ask the hard-hitting questions on After Hours.
27 years, and I'm still
And he's
pissed.
still bullshit.
I'm still pissed off about it.
So if he passed away, would you take a piss on his grave?
No, I wouldn't waste my piss on him.
Where's the piss? That is funny.
Maybe we'll have Quincy drive his motorcycle in the funeral parades.
That would work.
Fuck
right
him.
over his grave.
Sorry to be using the F-bomb, but I'm still pissed at that.
No, I can tell.
20-odd years
I
later.
am so glad. I threw this in at the last minute, the Goldberg note, right before my talk about the Superman movie. Any interest whatsoever?
None.
No. I actually wanted to see it just because I love the whole idea of a Superman movie, but just knowing that I would get disappointed. I don't know if you're familiar with Mike Francesa at all.
Who?
Mike Francesa. He used to have a sports show on Sirius called Mike and the Mad Dog.
Can't say as I do.
These guys would go back and forth. And Mike was kind of like the older he's a very older, curmudgeonly type guy.
Like
But
Doug Dillinger?
No, this guy's a nice guy.
Okay.
So he's talking from the standpoint of an old guy who used to watch Superman on TV as a kid, and he was his review of this movie is absolutely hilarious. And he's going, and first of all, when the movie started, there's robots. As soon as I see robots, I'm out. Okay, robots, no good. There's a dog with a cape. All the years I've been watching Superman on television, never once did I see a dog with a cape. By the way, folks, that might be a spoiler alert. Might be too late, but
No, it was in the trailer.
oh, he was? Okay, good. And then he goes, and then there's this girl, I guess it's his cousin. I mean, Superman have cousins? I mean, what is it?
I thought he was the only one left from Krypton, other than General Zod and
She
people.
shows up, and apparently she keeps telling them how high she is through the whole movie. You know anything about that?
Like dope?
I guess so, yeah. She comes talking about how high she is, because I guess she's young.
She on kryptonite or
And a
something?
teenager, so she's like sort of going through her rebellious phase, I guess. But he says this was absolutely the most horrible thing I ever saw in my life. He says if somebody wanted me to sit through again, they would have to pay top dollar for me to sit through this. He said, but the thing that really came to me the most was Perry White and Lois Lane at one point go up to the roof of the Daily Planet, and they jump in a spaceship, and they go flying off to help Superman.
A spaceship.
Yeah. He goes, since when does Superman need their help? And he goes, and in this one, Jimmy Olsen is being followed by a million chicks.
Since when do they have spapeships in Metropolis?
He might have meant a helicopter or something. He said it looked like a spaceship. So, and then Jimmy Olsen is kind of a hot throb in this thing. So, I mean, basically everything he said makes me not want to see this movie.
There's only one Superman. It's Christopher Reeve.
100%.
All right?
Yeah.
Even those 3 and 4 where they're drizzling shits.
Yeah.
I would still rather watch that than any remake.
I would too.
Unless it had Amy Adams roaming around in it.
Well, that Superman Returns wasn't bad.
I want it. Superman Return was with Brandon Ruth or Roth or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that was pretty damn good.
And the Lois Lane in that was okay. What was that girl's name? It was originally Natalie Portman was supposed to be in it, but she couldn't do it, so they got an actress and they made her look like Natalie Portman.
Yeah, she's cute. I
Can I
like
ask you
her.
a question? Did you guys like the original 70s Superman episodes?
On TV?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, that's how it begun before all these Superman movies came out.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those cases were pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
There was a great scene in the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where he plays Tobias Wolff. I can't remember. Remember Concrete, Oregon? No. We used to joke about Concrete, Oregon. It was
the town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there was a movie where he was...
That's what Cubby Smackums used to have shows out there, yeah.
But this movie takes part in that, and it's Leonardo DiCaprio and Bob De Niro plays his father, abusive father, and Ellen Barkin plays his mother.
This Boy's Life.
That's it. This Boy's Life. And there's a great scene where him and his buddies are watching older episodes of, well, then they were new, of Superman after school, laughing at it, making fun of it. He says, but after a while, when things calmed down, they really got into it. Like, because they were kids, and Superman was cool.
He was an old guy back then.
What?
That Superman, what was it, George Reeve?
Yeah.
He looked like he was like in his mid-50s back then.
But he was Superman, no matter what. I mean, he make appearances. He was on I Love Lucy. I mean,
super old man.
But he was beloved as Superman. He was the only Superman they knew back in those days.
Okay.
I mean, he was Superman until Christopher Reeve came along.
Did he
as far
blow
as
his
I'm
brains out too?
concerned. No, apparently he jumped out a window.
He thought he could fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if he thought he could fly.
Did he listen to the John Williams theme and something, and he thought he could fly? I've tried that. But,
I bet you have.
well, I told you that. Friends did it off of garages.
Yeah,
but I didn't
well,
do
in
that.
the snow, there's nothing wrong with that. But my first indication that this was going to suck was Whoopi Goldberg came out and spoke about it, and then Mia Khalifa came out and she.
Who?
Mia Khalifa.
Who is that?
Big porn star, Middle Eastern porn star from Libya or something like
Surprised
that.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Jesus, look at her.
The only Indian porn star I know is Sunny Leone.
Mia Khalifa is like supposed to be the hottest one going right now, the most popular one.
She's no Tory Black.
No, but I'm just telling you, that's who when she came out. But I think what they're trying to say is she's from Lebanon or Libya or something like that. Anyway,
Did her relatives shoot Doc Brown?
they probably did.
right.
I mean, but she's saying that the whole movie is kind of like a paradox or a fable comparable to the war-torn Middle East right now. So it sounds like they really did Superman dirty, is what I'm trying to say.
He's woke.
Not only woke, but just like they're just trying to. Everything is a fucking statement. Everything has got to be following a certain formula to be accepted in society right now. And he also does not say truth, justice, and the American way.
What does he say?
Truth, justice, and the human way.
Well, I see that because Superman really was for the whole world.
Yeah.
I mean, in Superman 1, I mean, he
landed in America.
Okay, well, there's the rotation of the Earth that day. He landed in
he
Smallville,
landed in America.
even though that was filmed in British Columbia, Canada.
Did you ever see the Saturday Night Live sketch where Superman landed in Nazi Germany?
I did not, no.
He was Uberman.
Who played Superman?
Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
That's how far back it goes. And he had x-ray vision. And he goes into the room and he goes, he's a Jew. And he points at his crotch. So he saw that he was circumcised. That was like the funniest part of the sketch.
You could get away with that in 1970,
Yeah.
whatever. Speaking of Dan Aykroyd,
Yeah.
great guy, met him a bunch of times.
Sure.
Like I said, I was chatting with Cecil about Art Bell. Wouldn't he be great as Art Bell?
Jesus, that's really good if he could do that show. Boy, that would
No. I mean, a movie based on Art
I
Bell.
thought you were going to say pick up the mantle and run with the radio
he
show.
could be good at that, too, because I know he's into the supernatural.
I could hear his voice at night. I said, boy.
But can't you picture him?
Yeah.
They put the little mustache on. He could be Art Bell.
Why doesn't he do it?
Maybe he just didn't think about that. Maybe he has to listen to this.
Let's get into
Or
it.
if somebody out there that has contacts with Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, tell him. We want a Bart Bell biopic.
We want Coast to Coast with Dan Aykroyd as Art Bell.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always on Joe Rogan talking about the supernatural and ETs and all other shit.
Definitely.
So he would be perfect to play Art Bell.
I agree. That's really, really, really good.
I think that was a perfect bit of casting.
I do too.
Unbelievable.
So no Superman for me.
No, I'm not seeing that.
And movies. I want to go see The Naked Gun, but it's like it's really an effort to find out where movies are playing nowadays. It's just not easy to.
It's called the internet. You can look it up.
Yeah, but it's just a pain in the ass.
Well, if you want to see the movie, I'm sure Glenn will have it bootlegged by tomorrow, whenever it comes
true,
out.
yeah.
Liam Neeson,
Hear him
Leslie
chewing
Nielsen.
while he's holding the camera up, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. No, they don't do that anymore. I remember doing that.
I can't watch bootleg movies.
I remember going down to Manhattan, New York City, and getting my movies off the street vendors on the street that did that. Went in the theaters with the camcorders and whatnot.
Great episode of Seinfeld, by the way.
The very first bootleg movie I had on VHS that was shot with a camcorder. Can you guess which one it was?
Jurassic Park.
No.
That was my guess.
E.T.
Really?
Yep.
You liked E.T.?
I didn't say I liked E.T. Sure, but the movie didn't come out on VHS until 5 or 6 years
Now,
after.
had you
it came
already
out.
seen it in the theater?
Oh, a million times.
Okay, so this was just your home copy.
There was a girl in our art class, Jeff and I's art class at our junior high, and she would say, "Well, I got ET on VHS," and I'm like, "No, you don't." I go,
Liar.
Has it come
Lying
out yet? And
bitch.
she goes, "No, I do." And she goes, "It's not very good quality." I go, "What do you mean?" I go, "It looks like some guy went in the theater with a camera," and Jeff and I heard that. And he was like, can you bring that in? I got like 2 VCRs at home. And sure enough, she brought it in. And sure enough, it was the entire movie. And there was no one in the theater. So whoever bootlegged this probably went into some random theater at like midnight with a camcorder.
How good was the quality?
It was passable.
From a man who brought a still camera into Back to the Future.
A Kodak disc.
Kodak disc.
Because I needed to take a picture of Leah's.
With the flash on.
I need to take a picture of Leah's rhymes with
Cleavage.
Disc, rhymes with discs.
That's still one of the funniest stories you ever told.
It's God's honest truth. If Donnie S. is out there listening to this, it was his Kodak disc camera, and we brought those down to the local pharmacy to get printed up.
Put a rush on them and everything.
A rush on them and duplicates.
You got to find those pictures.
He must have them somewhere.
The other guy has the audio cassette, right?
That it probably doesn't exist. That was for Return of the Jedi.
Oh, that's right.
That was Return of the Jedi, and we didn't have. Someone pulled the tab on the tape, and we jammed popcorn.
That's
in
right.
it.
That's right.
And I remember listening to it, and it was this kid Donnie S.'s little brother Eric, who was probably like 8 years old, but he was he was a city kid, so they knew the street language. And remember Jabba the Hutt's little thing that laughed, Salacious Crumb. He goes, "Hey Donnie, he's looking at her pussy."
That was the line. I knew there was a good line in
Right.
there somewhere.
This little 8-year-old kid. Hey Donnie, he's looking at her pussy.
Too bad that's
So
not around.
we all were looking at her pussy in that.
That's a great. That should be in a movie.
Well, I'm sure Stranger Things will copy it if they ever do another.
Are you into that?
I used to be 10 years ago when it first started.
Yeah, they're tickling the season 5, the finale.
It was the
season.
fine. I mean, freaking the girl on there, Millie Bobby Brown, was she's now like 30, and married to Bon Jovi's son.
Jesus.
She's a number though. She is an 11 now. She's definitely a good-looking girl.
Oh, speaking of, remember
She may be a possibility for a serial.
There you
down
go.
the line.
There you go. We'll have to check her out. Talking about guys buying her flowers and stuff.
Oh God, the one where with Alice Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, not to disparage Al's fans, okay, Weird Al. I think most of the people at that show was like single ticket buyers because there's a lot of guys there by themselves.
So they may have been in line to give 11 chocolate.
And they were all bought the VIP package, which I come to find out was $239. Did not include a ticket to the show. So that was like, and you got all these things. You got a laminated thing, you got this autograph, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do this. There was a long list of things you got with it, okay? I will say that.
Did you get a selfie with him?
You could get a selfie, and he will sign a picture, and you get a poster and all this stuff, everything signed.
Okay.
Does all this really good stuff, but they had these big shopping bags, but like as soon as like he went into that last song, all these like single guys that start running up with their shopping bags to get in line for the meet and greet. And like all of a sudden you looked around and there's like all of a sudden, boom, empty seats everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. So he had his hands full after that show. I mean, solid.
I know none of the collectors that went for him.
Really?
Yeah, because I think they knew about the autograph thing, and they were. I'm not gonna, because he wasn't gonna come out of the theater for like a couple hours.
Yeah, no, he probably didn't leave that theater till almost 2 a.m.
So yeah, not worth it. Met him before.
Yeah.
Met him in Salisbury Beach. Very nice guy. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed the show.
It was great. It really was, and it was the first birthday present I got so far. So.
And that was, of course, courtesy of
Great seats. Row O.
Row O.
Which is the last row in the first section of the orchestra. So there's no one behind us. And we got seats 2 and 4, which are the first 2 seats in the row.
Now, this was at the Wang.
Yes. So I said to Tosh, listen, from now on, if anything good ever comes to the Wang, we try to get these seats. Because there's nobody behind me. Because I hate when someone's sitting behind you and they want to film and and then the friggin' light
And they're
comes
holding
on.
the camera the wrong way.
That and the lights on. This.
Right.
And they got this shining over my head the whole time.
So you got a nice backlight behind
Yeah,
you.
and you can't even see the stage because somebody has your head back.
Last time I was in the Wang Center.
Wang.
Wang.
I'm going to get that Wang.
But isn't it something different now? Isn't it like the, who's the car guy? Didn't he buy it?
No, I don't think he's involved with it anymore. They call it the Wang Theater now.
Okay. What was it before that?
Yeah, he was like
who was the dude?
the Box Center.
Box Center. Ernie
But now
Bach,
he's
yeah.
got one on the other end of town now. He's his
okay.
own other stadium or whatever the hell it is.
Well, the last time I was in there was 1993.
Oh.
I've been outside of it waiting for people to come out to get signed and whatnot.
What the hell did you pay to go see?
They had, in 1993,
can't wait
for
for
the
this.
10th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
They played all 3 Star Wars movies on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, that's cool.
So that was the last time I was in the Wang Center.
Did they have like breaks between them?
They did. They in fact,
Refreshments
you
and
had
stuff?
to, because you couldn't hold it that
Just the
long.
movies, nothing else?
That was it. It was 1993.
that was enough.
So they showed them all in sequential order.
Do you know your movie theater, the one you like over in Cleveland Circle? What's the name of that?
Coolidge
Theater is...
Coolidge Corner.
I think it's tonight or tomorrow, which I can't go to either. Apocalypse Now.
Not a fan of that movie.
I love that movie.
That was like, when I was a kid, that was like, oh, how many times have you seen it? I go, maybe like twice.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as Platoon. It was nowhere near as good as Full Metal Jacket.
Well, they were very different movies.
They were different movies and whatnot, but I don't think it's like the, Francis Ford Coppola's epic. No, that's The Godfather.
No question
right?
about that.
I mean, it was kind of boring.
You thought so?
It took way too long to get to Brando in that movie.
But all the things that he encountered on the way.
Now, did you see the extended edition where they meet that French family?
Yeah, Redux.
Yeah, Redux.
Yes, which they do a play on that on one of my favorite shows, King of the Hill, which is being rebooted, by the way. If you're a Hulu holder of a Hulu subscription, King of the Hill is coming back to TV.
So I can say that I've seen Apocalypse Now. I respect Apocalypse Now. I thought Robert Duvall was the best part of that movie. And
Martin Sheen did good too.
Martin Sheen's great and everything, but it was just, I get you. I get why it was popular at the time. It came out in 1979. It took like 3 years to make.
Yeah. Almost drove him insane.
But I do actually enjoy the documentary on the making of Apocalypse
Seen
Now.
that? Yeah, I get you.
What was that? Like Into Darkness or something?
Yes. The
his wife made it.
Yeah, it's a take on some poem or some novel or something like that.
Right, whatever it was, but it was way better.
Yeah.
I mean, you ever seen it?
Yeah.
That crazy scene where they sacrificed the water buffalo to Francis Ford Coppola.
Dear God, yeah.
They cut the thing's head off and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
That was fucked up.
That was.
That was actually better than the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Lawrence Fishburne's first movie.
Yeah, he was 17.
Well, he didn't go by. Was it just Larry Fishburne?
It was Larry Fishburne.
Fishburne. And don't get me wrong, I may have to rewatch it somewhere down the line to appreciate it. I mean, because it had one of Jeff's favorite actors, Colleen Camp, in it as one of the playmates.
Playmates, yeah, with the guns. Dun, dun, dun.
I may have to give it a rewatch.
I would, yeah.
Not the redo one. I don't like the extended version.
I like that one.
Because that whole scene where they go to that French house that's living on the river makes absolutely no sense.
Something about it I liked. I don't know.
It was just like, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you want to get to Colonel Kurtz?
Well, they took a detour. Sometimes it's the journey, not so much the destination.
Well, that movie, The Destination, was insane.
Yeah. I do like delayed gratification.
Especially in cereal bowls.
That's right.
And who was your pick again so I can...
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
We'll look at some pictures of her after the show.
We will have to do that. Quincy, it's time to wrap up this episode of After Hours, so please do the honors.
Well, we thank you for watching this very interesting episode, and we hope to see you again soon. But as usual, please drive carefully. Don't drink and drive because you are going to get caught or pay the consequences. Okay? And remember, we never close.